Hey, what's up guys? This week I decided that I would do a little tattoo tour. You have been asking, to talk about maybe a couple of them that are really meaningful to me, and I figured that I'd just make a video and talk about a few. So, obviously, like when it comes to tattoos for me, I love traditional. There's some new stuff that I like as well, like with shading and everything, but for me, traditional tattoos have always been my very, very favorite, which is why I have a lot of them. So I would say my favorite tattoo to date would be my checkered flag, which is this right here. And sometimes it's the ones that are not as, detailed or anything like that that mean the most to you. So this one, I think I was probably 19 years old. And I remember my dad is not very supportive. Well, he is now. He wasn't very supportive of tattoos and that direction I was going with everything. But I remember it was my birthday, I was 19 years old, and then I had already had quite a few, but he came to me and he said, hey, it's something that represents something for both of us. He's the first one that introduced me to motorcycles. I was 6 years old, I think, or 7 years old, and I've been riding ever since, but I got the checkered flag to represent, racing dirt bikes and all that stuff from my childhood. My next one would probably be, I don't know. I love my back piece, which my buddy Josh did. You can kind of see. I guess you can kind of see, yeah. So this is the old Rock of Ages story, which I've always loved that story of, the story where the pastor is stranded out in the ocean. He seeks refuge on a rock, finds safety inside of the eye of the storm, and it's just about having faith and believing, which I also do believe in a higher power. Let's see, my next one. Oh, this is kind of funny. Everybody thinks the King of Pain. They think that's like some, tough guy thing or whatever, but it's actually my favorite Police song. And that song always has meant a lot to me. So let's see, what else do we have? Oh, back of my neck. This right here, that's my Freebird tattoo. I'm a huge Lynyrd Skynyrd fan. That's one of my favorite bands, if not my very favorite band. And that song has always just been a great representation of who I relate very, very closely with that song throughout my life. Everything that I've been through and I've went through, so it means a lot. Another one, a lot of people think this, they don't understand what South is for. I'm left-handed, so I'm southpaw. Let's see, Creature of the Black Lagoon. This is, my mom loves the old I believe they're like 1940s, the old horror films. So Creature of the Black Lagoon was always one of our favorites whenever I was a little kid. And I got that one, and I've always thought that was just such a cool creature. Also, to go along with the Creature of the Black Lagoon right here, I wanted, like on this side, I always loved all of the old Victorian art and like the classic statues and everything like that. But I wanted to do it different, like kind of like a horror story type thing. So, you always see the praying hands, which I also have a set of praying hands here. But I always thought it would be cool to have those, but like the Creature of the Black Lagoon hands. So that's what we did there. And then also, I've always loved Rob Zombie's films. I think he's a throwback to the old horror films. Everything he always does has always been some of my favorite stuff. So House of a Thousand Corpses, if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's awesome. That is what that face is from. So once they go inside the house, inside the movie, there's all these manipulated faces on the wall, and it's one of the faces from there. And it's crazy because the tattoo artist that did that, he had done some of my other work as well, and I trusted him with it. But he said, hey, I want to do no outline and just shading, which I was just kind of like, he said he had never done it before, and I was like, you know what, screw it, let's just do it. So we did it, and luckily it turned out good. I mean, it could have went really bad, and that's a very large portion of your arm. Full House, them for good luck. So crazy when you have some for so long, you start forgetting like what you actually have. One of my favorite ones, actually, I can't show because I have these pants on, but I have a Harley engine tattooed on my thigh. It says First Passion. So it was like my first, I guess, I mean, it still is. It's one of my things I love the most is my family and motorcycles. So I got that there. I also have on the side of my leg, which I could probably pull up and show. All right, let's see. You see this one? So it says, this one's cool because it says stay afloat. And that one always meant a lot to me because out in LA and in this town, that's what everybody's fighting to do, is stay afloat. And if you sink, you get eaten by the sharks. So in this town is full of a whole bunch of sharks. So it is always a big reminder to constantly be busting your ass, working hard, and reinventing yourself. Staying true to yourself, but also reinventing at the same time, which is my number one thing that I try to stay true to. All right, guys, hope that explains some of the tattoos you may have wondered about, and I look forward to next week's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think. Later.